Also, Eric wanted to ask a question.
Sure.
And we'll continue around the
Can I
table.
just say something about the question
Sure.
of Rafi?
Yes.
I doubt it if Senator Aquino will be re-elected. Because coming here to the United States, I was telling my wife in the plane, you know, we're together with the next with the future president.
Kain na lang ako dito.
I'm glad we bought you lunch.
I'm actually here for the free lunch.
A former vice president once told me, as far as politics is concerned, you can plan and plan. But for the vice presidency and the presidency, it must be destiny. Destiny beckons to us.
Yes,
Thank you, Manny. Nice
Thank you, Manny. Yeah, my name is Eric Lachica. I represent the U.S. Filipinos, or U.S. Pinoys for Good Governance, the Washington, D.C. coordinator. And we work very closely with many of our NGOs here in the United States in partnership with the Commission on Filipinos Overseas and the Filipino Retirement Authority with Vernie Atienza. So one of the things that really perplexed me as an activist for many years is that the lack of attention from Filipino politicians for the OFWs, or Filipinos overseas. It is really amazing. There are, more than 10 million now Filipinos overseas? I haven't heard, correct me if I'm wrong, I haven't heard Philippine senators talk about the overseas vote. I think it's one reason why the participation, as the Minister Austria said, is very low. There have been many events I've been to, many of these politicians from the Philippines, at gala balls and events, at picnics. I haven't heard them say, become a dual citizen, you can vote in your homeland. Could we have that change of in the Philippine Congress to tap the unrealized potential of Filipinos overseas? That's 10 million votes potentially. Yeah. That could be part of destiny for our.
The campaigning starts now.
Right. And it's very easy to become a dual citizen, as the embassy folks.
Yeah. But you know, it's maybe it's a chicken and the egg problem, no? I think if you want the very practical answer, I think Filipino politicians will start looking at that if the votes are there. No, but unfortunately, it was really low. I think in the countries I've visited, parang less than 5% pa ata of those who can voted. No? I don't know the numbers here. I would expect the US would have a higher percentage.
Yes,
no? But you know, if you want a really practical answer to that, politicians will obviously gravitate to where the votes are.
Yes.
No. But of course, it would be good if we could mobilize and really organize that. No. The perspective, I think, is very important. Of having lived abroad and having seen, you know, systems which are functioning better or functioning more efficiently. For me, no, that's what a lot of the OFWs bring. No, that experience. So yes, if there are any moves, actually, I've seen U.S. Pinoys for Good Governance in a number of e-groups now. So I think on my end, I'm very accessible if you'd want to talk about this further.
Sure.
But again, it goes back to if you want them to, at least for election purposes, if you want them to make notice, you really have to be organized.
Senator and Congressman, and there's an added bonus for being a dual citizen. You can do fundraising for your favorite politician in the Philippines.
Yeah, and it's not illegal.
It's not illegal, that's right. And I think that has to be shared with the audiences that you both have to face. This is a good opportunity. They shouldn't miss it. 3 years away is the elections, and it's going to shape destiny of our homeland.
Yeah.
All right. You had a question?
Hi, I'm Franz Leola. I just started here at the fund, and I'm a grad student at George Mason University. So you mentioned earlier that the Philippines just posted a very strong economic performance there in the first quarter, and there's a big push on the government side for inclusive growth. So my question is, what do you think is or will be the main drivers or sectors of growth for the Philippines, and what are the main barriers for the poor in our country from participating in those sectors?
Yeah.
That is, what is the biggest bang for the buck policy that we can do right now?
It's really jobs, no. The long term, I think, or medium term would be developing enterprises. 99% of all enterprises in the Philippines are micro, small, and medium, no? And they provide more jobs than large firms. So, bang for the buck, I think, would be well, not yet buck, but policy-wise, it's really creating a better environment for investors in the Philippines, no? Which actually points to a lot of anti-corruption moves. A lot of the investment started to come in because of our better governance, no? Because of good governance. No? So good governance does bring in more money. So largely, I don't think we're really that more efficient. Maybe we're just a lot less corrupt, no, in terms of putting in money in the Philippines. So that's going to bring in more investments, eventually come up with more jobs. But for me, the one thing that I think is not being addressed enough is really pushing small and medium enterprises. In a lot of the economic papers, and we've consulted also a lot of economists in the Philippines, SME development is bang for your buck. Provides jobs, the benefits are direct to the poor, and you're able to jumpstart your economies. So about SME development, we have a lot of bills on that. We have the Go Negosyo bill, which makes it easier for people to put up their businesses. The microfinance bill, which provides financing, at least non-collateral loans. We have two other projects, which is the inclusive value chains, which link up our SMEs to larger companies now by putting them into a supply chain where otherwise they would be cut out. So currently what happens is the farmers and the SMEs, they need to go through aggregators, no, who currently have the largest share of the earnings before getting to the companies. So I think there was a study done by PBSP, Philippine Business for Social Progress, which showed that in the Philippines, the division or the sharing of the profit is concentrated on the traders.